Soldier On is a magnificent organisation that has been helping people who have defended our country for a really long time. And I'm pleased to announce that Sky News will be working even closer with this organisation as an official media partner. Its chairman is Peter Leahy, who was the former Chief of Army from 2002 to 2008, and Peter joins us now. Peter, I'm thrilled that Sky News is working even closer with your organisation. Of course, we've spoken many a time to the organisation on the air, but what does this mean in terms of a deeper relationship between your organisation and ours?
Well, Paul, can I first say we're thrilled that Sky is working more closely with us. This offer of a principal media partner is something that is very important to us. It gives us a sense that the public is recognising the work that Soldier On does. But it also means that we're going to get the word out about veterans and those who are perhaps suffering from their service. We can talk about service and sacrifice, and we can talk about how people might want to employ someone who comes out of the Army, Navy or Air Force or some of the other national security agencies. So what it means to us is a boost in our confidence, a sense that we can really get out there and talk about these important issues, and that we can talk about the fact that Soldier On is about veterans and their families, helping them thrive, helping them get on with the rest of their lives. They've done a wonderful thing in serving the country, many of them on operations overseas. But some of them suffer as they leave. That transition period for a small percentage is a bit difficult. So Soldier On wants to help them. Our mission is to make sure that they can get on with the rest of their lives. And the support from Sky News is just a wonderful way of really ramping that up and getting out to the community and telling our veterans that the community appreciates them and wants to support them.
Yeah, it's a great decision by everyone involved. Of course, full credit to our CEO, Paul Whittaker, and everyone who's fully behind this. So you've got 120 kilos of my support in your direction as well here at any time. Any issues you've got, you can always bring them up here live on air or in any other way. You've mentioned, again, some of the broad brushstrokes, but again, tell us about how Soldier On helps.
Well, it's a good word you've just used, help. And we define what we do to help families thrive into the future. Because it's not just about the veteran. Quite often it's about that family structure and how they're getting on together. But help. First one, health and well-being. How can we support them through their medical and psychological issues? How can we give them a sense of community that they feel well about themselves, they feel proud about their service? The second one is about employment. We've got many of Australia's largest companies in our pledge system, and right now if you go to the soldieron.org.au website, you're going to see, and I checked just a little while ago, there's 1,081 jobs available to veterans. And so we encourage veterans to go and look at the site, be engaged in our employment pathways, but also we engage with Australia's biggest and best employment agencies, employers and so on, to say, hey, offer us some jobs. You'll get a terrific employee. The L is about learning. People need to retrain and reskill. Now, people in the military are obviously trainable. They bring back from their service a sense of commitment, a sense of purpose, a sense of wanting to make a real contribution to the community that they're in. So we do learning. We've got scholarships at universities and various number of things like that. And then I think one of the really important one is the P in help, which is about participation. When you leave the military, you can be at a bit of a loss. You've been in a tight-knit community. You've depended on each other quite often for your lives. And you leave that community, you lose that sense of closeness, that sense of being able to rely on your mates. So we try and have a real opportunity for people to come back together, to get that sense of belonging, that sense of purpose. So whether it's coffee catch-ups, whether it's surfing, it's rowing, it's fishing, whole range of things right across the country. And we're now in every capital city and most of the major regional areas as well. We're building this sense of community based around help.
Yeah, bloody oath. Congratulations on what you do. Thank you for what you do. Cannot wait to be working even closer organisation to organisation. Soldieron.org.au. All the best. Thank you, Peter.
Thanks, Paul.
Good man. Former Chief of Army, Peter Leahy there here on Sky News as our relationship with Soldier On becomes formalised, and you'll be hearing a lot more from Peter and the organisation in the coming well, weeks, months, and we all would hope years.